Welcome back to the analysis on our channel, Kong Mighty Ruler Asu, where we explore the greatest monsters of legend. Today we dive deep into the ocean to analyze a creature that challenged the king himself, the legendary and deadly Kraken. This video is different from our usual combat simulations because we are breaking down the lore and history of this beast. To understand the threat facing Kong, we must first look back at the origins of the Kraken in ancient mythology. For centuries, sailors have told terrifying tales of a giant squid that rises from the depths to devour entire fleets. In Norse mythology, this creature was not just an animal, but a force of nature that no human could withstand. These legends described a cephalopod of immense size, capable of dragging the largest ships down into the cold, dark abyss. The fear of the unknown ocean depths gave birth to the legend of the Kraken, a true nightmare for ancient explorers. However, within the MonsterVerse, the Kraken is not just a myth, but a tangible biological threat living on Skull Island. We saw this creature emerge specifically in the Skull Island anime series on Netflix, bringing a new level of horror. Unlike the peaceful titans we sometimes see, this version of the Kraken is depicted as a hyper-aggressive apex predator. Its sheer size allows it to dominate the coastal waters, making it a rival that even Kong had to respect. This creature moves with terrifying speed and agility, using its hydrodynamic body to ambush prey before they can even react. The presence of the Kraken challenged the alpha status of Kong, creating a tension that would inevitably lead to war. Anatomically, it is a marvel of evolution, designed perfectly for crushing bones and dragging victims to a watery grave. And the crushing power of its tentacles is immense, capable of exerting thousands of tons of pressure on any captured opponent. It also possesses the ability to camouflage, blending into the dark environments of the ocean floor to stalk its enemies. This stealth makes it one of the most dangerous creatures in the MonsterVerse, striking with zero warning or mercy. The conflict began when the Kraken decided to target the ruler of the island, initiating a battle for dominance. In a sudden explosion of water, the Kraken ambushed Kong, using its superior reach to restrain the giant ape's limbs. Caught off guard, Kong struggled to break free from the suffocating grip of the cephalopod's muscular and slimy tentacles. The strategy was clear and effective. Drag the primate into the deep water where he would be helpless and drown. Once submerged, the advantage shifted entirely to the Kraken, who moved with grace while Kong fought against the ocean pressure. Using its ink to disorient the king, the Kraken launched a series of rapid strikes from the cover of darkness. Every blow from the tentacles was like a battering ram, weakening Kong and pushing him closer to the brink of death. This was the closest Kong had ever come to defeat, as his lungs burned for air and his strength faded. But the will of the Alpha is not easily broken, and Kong found a surge of adrenaline to launch a counterattack. Using his primal rage, Kong bit through the constricting tentacles, severing the limb and freeing his powerful arms for combat. With his arms free, Kong unleashed a barrage of punches, targeting the soft body of the squid with devastating force. The Kraken attempted to retreat behind its ink defense, but Kong was too close and too angry to let it escape. Displaying his raw power, Kong slammed the sea monster against the reef, shattering its internal structure and stunning the beast. After taking a crucial breath of air, the king returned to the depths to finish the fight he did not start. The final moments were brutal, as Kong asserted his dominance by ending the reign of the terror of the deep. With the threat neutralized, Kong returned to the surface, proving once again why he is the true ruler of Skull Island. Analyzing the data, we can see that the Kraken possesses biological traits that make it unique among the island's fauna. Its intelligence is far superior to standard cephalopods, allowing it to strategize and learn from its encounters with prey. Some theories suggest it may even possess bioelectric capabilities, though this was not fully utilized in the battle against Kong. This brings us to a crucial point of classification. Is the Kraken a true Titan or merely a superspecies? Official sources tend to classify the Kraken as a superspecies, placing it below the godlike status of Godzilla or Kong. While it is an apex predator in its own right, it lacks the radiation-absorbing biology that defines a true Titan. However, the line between these classifications is often blurred, and the Kraken remains one of the most formidable entities discovered. The existence of such a creature suggests that the oceans of the MonsterVerse hide even more terrors than we imagined. For Kong, the battle with the Kraken was a defining moment, sharpening his skills for future conflicts with other Titans. Looking back at the footage, the choreography of the fight demonstrates the incredible adaptability of Kong in alien environments. If the Kraken had been allowed to grow larger, it could have potentially become a global threat to human cities. Monarch researchers continue to scan the deep trenches of the world, fearing that this specimen was not the only one. Biological samples recovered from the site have provided invaluable data on the evolution of gigantism in deep-sea creatures. It is interesting to compare it to Titanus Scylla, another cephalopod-like titan, showing the diversity within the hollow Earth ecosystem. Ultimately, the Kraken served as a grim reminder that on Skull Island, you are either the hunter or the meal. The ecosystem of this island is a constant war zone, forging creatures that are stronger, faster, and deadlier than anywhere else. The Kraken's design in the anime pays homage to classic monster movies while updating it for a modern audience. Animators spent countless hours perfecting the movement of the tentacles to ensure they looked heavy, wet, and incredibly dangerous. This creature has successfully cemented itself as one of the most memorable adversaries in the expanding lore of the MonsterVerse. While many sea monsters have graced the silver screen, this interpretation stands out for its raw aggression and biological plausibility. But at the end of the day, it was just another challenger that failed to take the crown from Kong. Perhaps this rivalry has existed for thousands of years, recorded only in the silent stones of the island's caves. If you haven't watched the series yet, we highly recommend witnessing this epic aquatic battle with your own eyes. Every victory makes Kong stronger, preparing him for the ultimate challenges that await in the wider world of Titans. The Kraken may be gone, but its legacy as a fierce warrior of the deep remains etched in history. We hope this detailed explanation gave you a new appreciation for the complexity of the creatures in this universe. What other obscure monsters from the comics or series would you like us to break down in the future? Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive. It really helps the channel grow. Your support allows us to continue creating high-quality content, exploring every corner of the amazing MonsterVerse timeline. Stay tuned for our next video, where we might explore the mysteries of the Hollow Earth or Godzilla's rivals. Thank you for watching Kong Mighty Ruler Asu. Subscribe for more deep dives into the lore of monsters and kings. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon, because you never know what might rise from the depths. Goodbye for now, and may the reign of the king continue forever in the hearts of true fans.